She's your best friend. You do everything together and can't wait for the day that you're finally committed by law. But does that mean buying your first home together? If the answer is yes, you may be making the biggest mistake of your life. Post below where you're from and when the big wedding day, when and where the big wedding day will be. Man, such exciting times for you and your fiance. But does it make sense to throw first-time home buying in the mix? Listen, man, that free spirit that you fell in love with, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you. However, that free spirit in your partner may have resulted in a much lower credit score than yours. So with mistake number one here, having your partner as a co-borrower, how lenders evaluate your pre-approval and you getting approved for a loan is looking at if hers happens to be a lower score. They're going to look at the middle of the three credit bureaus. They're going to look at the middle score, and that's going to be factored into how much purchase power you guys have. So ultimately, you may be actually only pre-approved for less than you want to in the neighborhoods that you want to be in. So stay on your own. Now, what are the solutions here? So what I suggest here is maybe your parents can gift you funds, right? Because if maybe your partner there, that free spirit, has really good income, but of course, unfortunately, her credit score is lower, you can't use her income, right? Because you're just going to be on the loan. So get your parents involved and they can gift money if you happen to be in that fortunate situation. Or probably the best solution is actually working on your partner's credit to increase it, and then eventually both of you co-borrow. Is there ever a scenario where you kind of just forge ahead without a plan? I mean, maybe art. Art has that spontaneity element, but spontaneity and buying a home just do not mix, particularly if you add in marriage too. So you may have listened to that first mistake I mentioned, and you don't have the co-borrow on there. You kind of wait. You're going to take your partner off. But now, if you go without having that plan, you'd say you see an ad, right? For Chase Bank. I'm just throwing Chase. I'm not trying to throw them under the bus, but Chase Bank or a bank. And they're offering all these incentives, right? It looks really, really appealing. Without doing your proper research and you go ahead with them, you could be losing a lot of money down the road. And of course, coupled with also getting into a wedding, I mean, you guys are already probably maybe close to debt. You're just increasing your debt, right? So it's good to have options. You've got to have that plan. It's critical, right? Mistake here, number two, not having that plan. Understand your options. Look at multiple lenders, right? That's not smart to just pick one lender. You know, it's a little rhetorical, but look at your options and interview multiple lenders. Now, how to choose? How do you choose that right lender, right? I'm going to have that in subsequent videos. But for now, hey, real quick, where do you and your partner live? It could be anywhere in the US of A. And do you plan on making yet first home purchase in the next 12 months? Introducing the first time buyer questionnaire in its simplest form. Folks, this is a really quick 10 to 15 minute questionnaire. If you've thought about buying that home, you live really anywhere in the nation. Yes, anywhere in the nation. I have great agent partners that can assist you. So if you're loving my content, I hope I'm providing value to you and you're ready to make that next step, make sure you give proper information where you live, city, state, give your email, give your real phone number, because I will be calling. It's actually, yes, going to be me. I'm going to give you a ring and connect you with the right agent. And of course, if you're here in the Chicago and Chicagoland, I can't wait to help you. Even if you properly avoided mistakes 1 and 2, if you don't avoid here mistake 3 and connect with an experienced empathetic, the key on empathy, realtor, everything could be moot. It's very important to find that realtor that will truly understand your needs. That's why empathy is important. Listen, you guys both have so much on your plate, so the last thing you want is someone adding stress. Our job as realtors, right, is to reduce that anxiety, reduce that pain point, and you're really kind of, listen, it may make sense to not walk and chew gum. So have the best day of your lives. Avoid the buying for maybe a year. I know, right? That sounds shocking. I'm a realtor, right? Avoid it for a year, and then after a year or two, then you can buy. So it's very, very important. So how do you start? And so what I'm offering here, if you look in the pinned comments, not the description, in the pinned comments, I have my home buyer questionnaire. And this is primarily for Chicago and Chicago area Buyers, you can answer a couple quick questions and we can schedule a call. I have a really easy scheduler. I get all the information. It's a Google form. It'll take you 10 minutes to complete. And earlier, right, if you needed that lender, I mentioned I have the agent referral network for all my other great folks. So my viewers and your fiancés, you can fill that out. And so now that you're armed with that knowledge, your next step here is to look right over here. I've got some other helpful first-time home buyer tips. Watch now, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.